Act like a lady, think like a man. How many times have we heard that phrase? Every time I hear it, something inside me rolled its eyes out so hard I could probably see my brain. Because here's the truth. I hate comparing myself to a man. I hate even mentioning a man in the title of this video because honestly, ew. But here's the thing, it's a necessary comparison. Why? Because whether we like it or not, men have a completely different mindset. They act differently, they play the game differently, and sometimes that difference works in their favor. But today, I'm gonna flip that on its head because I don't believe in acting feminine just to please a man, or making myself smaller, softer, quieter, so I can call a high-value woman. Like what? I have to wear dresses, talk in a soft voice, look to a man with slow blinking eyes, and dedicate my life to nurture him just to get some validation? Fuck no. If men can be millionaires without needing to impress or please us, then guess what? We can do the exact same thing on our terms. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to think and act like a man, but not just in relationships. I'm talking about business, habits, discipline, and mindset. All those things that successful men and women used to use at life. Because here, we don't play the I'm just a girl, I'll just stay at home and do Pilates all day game. Here, we take control, we blind our own, we depend on no one. So let's start. Point 1. Be selfish. Let's start with the word that makes people uncomfortable. Selfish. Men do this effortless. They put themselves first 100 out of 100 times, even above the people they love. And what happens? Nobody blames them. So why do we feel guilty for prioritizing ourselves? I remember one time a friend of mine literally canceled dinner with her boyfriend because he had a vibe. He wasn't even mad, she just didn't feel like going out. So he fucking ditched. And she was devastated. Meanwhile, this man went home, played video games, and slept like a baby. So tell me, why is that even the most average man walks around like he owns the universe? But you, who are 10 times more amazing, make yourself small. From today, stop. Your priorities, your goals, your peace come first. Period. Point 2. Negotiate without guilt. Men ask for what they want like they are entitled to it. Promotion, they demand it. Raise, they push for it. Business deal, they negotiate like their name is stamped on it already. And us, we whisper, we hope, we wait for someone to notice. Learn to ask. Learn to pitch yourself. Think of it like selling a penthouse on the 5th floor. You don't whisper, you sell it with fire. Here's a fun mini story. A girl I know once asked her boss for a raise. She walked in and shaking, thinking she would get laughed at. But instead of apologizing or downplaying, she confidently listed the results she had brought in. You know what happened? Her boss gave her a bigger raise than she ever asked for. Why? Because confidence sells. Point 3. Separate decisions from emotions. We have all heard it, women are too emotional, but guess what? That's not biology, that's conditioning. We were taught to cry, to be sensitive, to nurture, and men taught to repress. Now, emotions are human, they're not bad, but here's the key, don't let them rule your decisions. Men make cold, logical moves, deals, breakup, business, all with a straight face. You need to learn this too. Feel what you feel, but act based on logic and long-term benefits, not temporary emotions. Point 4. Keep your private life private. Men don't tell the world their problems, they curate their stories. They share only what makes them look like winners. We overshare, we bend, we give strangers free access to our pain. Stop. Your struggles, your heartbreaks, your humiliations, they don't belong on the table for every person to feed on. Protect your privacy like it's gold, because it is. Point 5. Don't be humble. We were raised to believe humility is attractive. Stay quiet, don't brag, don't outshine. But here's the thing. Silence doesn't get you opportunities. Speaking up does. Men brag, they exaggerate, they list every little thing like it's an Olympic medal. So you, share your wins, tell your story, don't shrink. If you don't speak your greatness into the world, no one else will. Point 6. Have multiple options. Men always keep options. Women, business deals, friendships, backup plans, and that keeps them fearless. We, on the other hand, tend to clinch. One man, one job, one dream. And when it falls apart, our world collapses. So adapt the mindset. Always have more than one path. If one thing fails, you pivot. You move on, you don't settle. Point 7. Live in the moment. Raise your hand if you ever imagine a whole story with a man before he even texts you back. Be honest, we build our castle in our head, men, they live it in the now. If she's here, cool. If not, next. So stop scripting imaginary scenarios, stop romanticizing potential, live in the present moment, and judge based on reality, not fantasy. Point 8. Act without overthinking. Men don't spiral about every possible outcome. They see, they act. That business idea you've been sitting on, the text that you've been scared to send, that fitness class you want to try, just do it. Don't let analyze kill your action. Remember, messy action beats perfect inaction. Point 9. Do whatever it takes. Men are hunters. They chase, they strategize, they grab opportunities. You need to do the same. Go after what you want relentlessly. Take every open door, and if the door doesn't exist, build one. Point 10. Live at the first red flag. Men do not hesitate to leave when something doesn't suit them. They might circle back, but the leaving part, instant. You need to do that with the same ruthlessness. One disrespect, one lie, one clear red flag, walk away. Standards protect your value. Point 11. Let men handle some things. Here's a twist. Sometimes, the most powerful move you can make is to let men handle it. Listen, men love to solve things, it makes them feel important, and guess what? That works in your favor. Why exhaust yourself fixing the heavy furniture, negotiating car repairs, or over-explaining your strategy when a man is literally eager to step in and feel like the hero? Use it, smile, let him fix that flat tire, negotiate the internet bill, carry the boxes. That doesn't make you weak, it makes you smart because queens delegate. Here's the truth. You don't have to act like a lady and think like a man. You can think like a strategist and act like a boss. And live like the world is already yours. But only if you start now. And if you're ready to become the best version of yourself, the kind of woman who takes over her career, her relationship, her finances, and yes, maybe even the world, then hit subscribe. Because this channel, this is where we rise together. Love you. Bye.